Hello, John. There's been a lot of talk about the public service card. You're going to give us your opinion today on that matter. If you want to go ahead there.
Yes, the public services card has occupied the overpaid presenters and commentators in the state media, RTE, and the influential paper, according to themselves, the Irish Times. These two organs have devoted a lot of useless words about the public services card.
Okay, so should we be concerned about the public services card in any way? Do you think?
No, none whatsoever. 2.8 million people have the public services card without any problem whatsoever. For older folk like myself and others, it can be used as the travel card, the free travel that we enjoy as older folk. Some other younger people that might be handicapped or something, some other situation wrong with them, they also have these free travel cards, which would be the public service card. As I say, 2.8 million have these cards now without a problem.
There are arguments that it might affect people's liberty.
Well, I just, if I may, read a small article.
Absolutely, go ahead.
It's very small, that was in last Sunday's Independent of the 3rd of September 2017.
Okay.
And it's written by a chap called Liam Collins who has a column called Zosimus. Here's what he says. Whatever about the Irish Times being biased against public services card, it is astonishing that State Broadcasting Service, RTE, has effectively launched a campaign against this initiative, which has the capability of saving millions for the taxpayer from people with multiple identities ripping off the state. Now, if most of us know that are in tune with what's going on, how is it that the RTE overpaid staff that don't seem to know this? And that's apart altogether from excellent features such as allowing pensioners to avail of free travel. Last Tuesday on Morning Ireland, two people went on air to say why they wouldn't have their pictures taken for the public services card. One estimates he's lost €4,000 in job seekers payments, and the other her children's allowance because of a vague distrust of, inverted commas, the system and what information might be shared. Fair enough. Their principal stance is admirable, but while they were given time on the airwaves, an estimated 2.8 million, including Zosimus, has no such trouble keeping an appointment with the authorities and being issued with the card. Morning Ireland then had a solicitor guest who had various concerns and talked about the card making sense, inverted commas, for civil servants who have, inverted commas, tunnel vision. The Morning Ireland team itself seemed to have tunnel vision in that they struggled to get anybody to say that the many other initiatives opposed by other do-gooders, the public service card is a good thing. We hope when Brian Dobson takes charge after a 3-month, inverted commas, assisted sabbatical, he'll crack the whip on items like this. Now, that's putting it mildly. It behoves the state broadcaster to be concerned about matters like the persecution of Christians and Catholics and people of other faiths in Muslim countries and the various other atrocities committed by Muslim extremists in various parts of the world, including Pakistan, Hindus in India and elsewhere. They seem oblivious to the fate of Catholics and Christians in these countries. And also, here's a good one. 5 or 6 countries in Europe, including France, Italy, not Germany, Sweden and other countries, have Coptic Christians. Funny enough, Ireland is not mentioned in this. 6 countries where Coptic Christians have asked for help for the persecuted Catholics and Christians in the Lake of Egypt and these places. Now, what is wrong with the state broadcaster? 85% of people in this country profess to be Catholics. Not all practice it, but to represent our brothers and sisters that are subject to this dreadful persecution and not able to live in their countries where they grew up and their ancestors, this is crying out to heaven for vengeance. And yet the state broadcaster, looking for our licence fees morning, noon and night, sees fit to say nothing about it.
Okay.
Shame on them.
Just go back to the public service card. Do you think do we need further legislation for it?
No way. I presume it's already been done, considering that it's been issued without any problem. It's a bit like the nonsense that went on about electric cars there recently. You'd swear everybody in the country was going to have an electric car, because they went on about the lack of facilities and this, that and the other for charging electric cars. This country is about the lowest uptake of electric cars in Europe. So they make a mountain out of a molehill and create confusion. So anybody wanting to buy an electric car would have been put off by their nonsense.
Okay, some say that the public service card is an identity card. In other words, the card that you could stop you and ask you to produce it.
Well, be that as it may, what's wrong with that? It's designed, I presume, as I just read there, to prevent multiple identities and fraud ripping off the taxpayers. Now that's a laudable objective in itself. It entitles you to various benefits and avail the health service, etc. So it's a necessary document. The state has to have has to rule for the common good. If there's people that RTE represent that apparently have a difficulty, well, that's their problem, and it behoves RTE to inform correctly and properly and honestly, if they know the meaning of the word.
So overall, you would say the public service card is a good thing?
Of course it is, and probably long overdue.
Okay. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much.